Just want to let you lot know that if you're watching this clip on the Fozcast YouTube channel, the full episode is now available to watch exclusively on Spotify, and it's free. Come on.
Let me tell you, my favourite guest is Fozzy. It's not a goalie. So my favourite guest has been in the last year or so, has been Connor Cody.
Yeah, Connor was brilliant.
And not just because he's a Wolves fan, right? He was just brilliant. He was really articulate. Yeah. Just lovely.
He's definitely not a Wolves fan. He was an Everton fan. He was a Wolves player.
Wolves player.
Yeah, you
Wolves player. And I just thought he was brilliant. And the other thing is, which people will probably want to know, is like, when these guys come in, what are they like around the place? Behind the scenes. And like Connor was just amazing. Most people are, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
But with all the lads, the production team,
his people skills,
amazing.
His people skills are phenomenal. And honestly, most of our guests are absolutely fantastic, aren't they? We've had none, I'd say, that just come in kind of like, hurry up, click your fingers, hurry up, get in, get out. We don't ask them people on.
Another goalie, my second favourite. Because it was a bit more layered, a real thinking guy.
I know you're going to say.
Go on.
Tom Heaton.
Tom Heaton was brilliant.
I knew you were going to say Tom. Tom Heaton is the man. I love Tom Heaton. We've had Lucas Fabianski, Jonas, my old mate who I played at West Brom with. I love Jonas. Jonas is a boy as well. It's really hard for me to pick a standout one for it because, like I say, the goalie ones for me, Gabby Agbonlahor. Gabby gets absolute pelters, right? Gabby gets so many pelters on the internet because of what he says on TalkSport. But genuinely, when he came in here, right, he is such a nice guy.
Top bloke.
He is so lovely, honestly. Funny, witty, talks really well. I just think all the guests we've had on so far have just been fantastic, Tom.
Yeah, so you're not going to give me a favour?
I'm not, no.
Okay, what about the funniest guest we've had on?
Gabby, for me. Gabby Agbonlahor was incredible.
Do you know what? I'm with you.
We were in hysterics, weren't we?
Yeah.
We were in hysterics. Genuinely, he's a funny guy. And I know you guys, some of you love him, hate him. He's definitely Marmite, but he was fantastic.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's a nice little bit of a guest appreciation.
Preamble.
I want to talk to you about Wrexham, Fozzy. Okay. So your old lot have just gone back-to-back and are now a League One team. They're out in Vegas at the moment. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen the pictures, but they look like
pictures. Yeah, they've had a good time.
Hanging.
They are. I saw the pictures actually, and I thought, do you know what? I'm half grateful I'm not out there at this moment in time because it looks like a struggle. It looks like a struggle, and it is a struggle as well. It's a fantastic time, don't get me wrong, but it is a struggle. But going back to the promotion, back to back, mate. Oh wow, what an achievement that is! Don't get me wrong. There's going to be people saying, they've invested, they've got better players, but it's still the nucleus of that team, the core of that team is the same as what it was the season before. And I think the way they've done it with games to spare is really, really impressive. The step up. When I got there, I saw a team that I thought, this is a National League team. There's no way they're way too good to be a National League team. Back-to-back promotions. How are they going to fare in League One? I think they'll be fine. I really do think they'll be fine. I don't know if there's ever been a back-to-back-to-back promotion before, but I would say the odds on Wrexham doing it are not bad. Are not bad at all.
Oh, yeah, it will be tricky. And I think for Wrexham, it's bittersweet in the fact that they've obviously got promoted, but a kind of core nucleus of the boys have obviously not renewed contract or been released. So they're saying goodbye to the two captains, Ben Tozer, Luke Young, Rob Lainton, obviously GK, Aaron Hayden, your mate, well, I know they're all your mates, but Jordan Tunnicliffe, you used to carpool with, didn't you? Callum McFasdean. Yeah. So some big players that have been really great servants for them.
Not only even big players, like really good people, really good human beings as well. Everyone that you've just mentioned there are fantastic human beings. And it's really hard to replace that level of person within the changing room. If one club can do it, I'd say it's Wrexham that can do it, though, because their recruitment policy is we recruit people first and they have to be good at football. That's how they recruit.
Well, look at last season, and I think the temptation when they went into League Two was to throw the kitchen sink at it. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, of course they pay good wages and better wages than most, but that's the same in any league in any world.
Without that, they didn't go crazy. They signed a couple of the signings. James McClean, Stephen Fletcher. Yeah,
they're great signings.
What signings they are!
Like seriously. You said though, Fozzy, they're both good lads.
Both good lads,
and they're not over the hill. Yeah. Like they've both been. Like James McClean has been arguably one of the players of the season.
I think James McClean is. Well, he is. He's the hardest working player I've ever come across in my life. Yeah. Ever come across. The very first day he signed, actually, I used to get in early and I used to get on the bike and I'd do my session on Zwift or whatever it was. And I got in there probably an hour before all the rest of the lads come in. James McClean, as I'm opening the gym door, I can hear, like, I don't know what it's called, like ergo ski or something. You know?
I know.
Oh, it's brutal. It's the most brutal thing in the world. There's 2 battle ropes running alongside it, and he's on this ergo ski, sweating his tree off. And I'm just like, "You all right, mate?" And he just looks at me as to say, "Not now, I'm dying, all right? I'm dying." He gives me a thumbs, he carries on. Then he's straight onto the battle rope. He's doing like a little circuit, basically, yeah? This is at like 8 in the morning. I'm like, "You're an absolute animal." So I get on my bike, eventually say hello to it. That is James McClean in a nutshell. He was like that every day, genuinely every day. The goalie that they signed, Arthur, what a signing he's been as well.
Incredible.
Talk about steady and consistent. I thought that Mark would have stood a real good chance of staying in nets and playing for the rest of the season, but the manager wanted to try something different. But Arthur coming in, I thought he was incredible.
And that's tricky because obviously he's come on loan from a Premier League team, gone into League Two, and you've said it's a really unforgiving league for a goalkeeper.
When you're an academy goalkeeper at a Premier League club, then you are taught to play football a certain way, and it's playing out from the back, and it's nice, and it's tippy tappy, and it's lovely. It's not necessarily balls into the box. It's not physical football. League Two is that, and for him to step out of his comfort zone, go and do that, he's been absolutely fantastic.
Do you think they'll get him for another season, Ben?
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I really wouldn't be surprised. Like I say, sometimes it just works when you find a player that sort of fits the way that a team wants to be, the personality of him as well. He just fits them down to the ground.
So he's coming from Arsenal.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's on loan from Arsenal. Now, he's not going to be playing in the Arsenal first team anytime soon, or even being on the bench. So why wouldn't you send him
Why
there?
wouldn't you? Exactly that. Unless there's a championship team that might be sniffing around that might want him. But even then, I would say if it was left down to Arthur to pick if he wanted to come back for another season, he would be the one saying, yes, send me out on loan to Wrexham again, please.
Yeah, okay. And what are your predictions for Wrexham in League One?
I'm going to say they're going to do it. I do. I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to invest in, again, another 4 or 5, maybe half a dozen good players, solid people, solid professionals that are going to raise the standard just a little bit more. But I think that what they've got in that team anyway is League One level. I think it's League One level. If you can add a little bit more quality, a bit more experience, I think they're going to be there or thereabouts again come the end of the season. And to go back to back to back, like I say, get in the comments down below. I don't know if it's been done before. It's phenomenal.
I don't know whether it has. I think they, obviously the cliche is get in there, solidify top 10, top half finish.
Oh no, they won't be thinking that. I guarantee you the owners and the manager and all the coaching staff and even some of the players will not be thinking about solidify. They won't be thinking about consolidating in that league for a year or two. No chance. They'll be thinking, realistically, we want to be knocking on the doors of at least the playoffs from the end of the season.
I was going to say, I think a good season for Wrexham would be a charge for the playoffs.
Yeah,
and then you just don't know.
And then you just don't know. But I think that was the aim this year. That was the aim this year is make sure you're in the top 6 come the ending stages of the season. They found themselves in the top 3 at the end of the season and comfortably in the top 3 as well. It's been an incredible season for them, a fantastic achievement, and I hope they can go and do it again next year.
Yeah, fingers crossed, mate.
Thanks everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed this clip of the Fozcast. If you would like to watch the full episode, it is now available exclusively on Spotify for free.